Hello, I'm Dr. Greg Forrest, the Pain and Brain Healing Center, here to talk to you about digestive disorders. On a previous video, we talked about the underlying condition of SIBO and how it leads to bloating and fullness and diarrhea and constipation and reflux and all these different things. But one of the things that it can lead to is something that people are becoming more and more aware of and talking more and more about. It's all over the internet, and it's called leaky gut. These cells here, the enterocytes of the small bowel, need to stick together. And the thing that sticks them together is called zonulin and occludin. It's like Velcro that holds these cells together. Now, these can become damaged, leading to a gap between these cells that do not re-adhere, and that leads to leaky gut. Bad bacteria, yeast, fungus, and their metabolites in the condition known as SIBO, those fermentation products, those metabolites from these bacteria are very destructive to this gut integrity. Another thing that is involved is food allergies and food sensitivities, and gluten's huge, and you've maybe heard that. Gluten has gliadin molecules that tend to damage this zonulin and occludin that hold these cells together. So that can be very helpful to remove that, but any food can. The protein casein in dairy can damage the gut lining if you're sensitive to it. So we do food allergy testing here to look to see if you're having some oral intolerance to food proteins that are leaking through this leaky gut, getting into the bloodstream, and then producing antibody production at the immune level. So the gut, the immune system is under control of this whole immunological response that we talk about with food allergy and food sensitivity. And the immune system, 70% of it lies right here in the gut lining. Now, that makes the gut a very strong source for upregulating inflammation. And when you have a leaky gut, we're going to get undigested food proteins traveling through, hitting the immune system. The immune system's there for a reason. It's there to defend against things getting through, like bacteria. I mean, the gut is full. Really, from mouth to anus, that's outside of your body, not inside your body. I know it seems like it's inside your body, but it's actually outside. And so that's why the intelligence of the body puts this immune system right there to defend against foreign material coming through this donut we call our digestive tract. So SIBO is an underlying cause, food allergies, different aspects, infection, bad bacterial overgrowth. We need to get to the underlying cause, because a leaky gut, a damaged gut, leads to immune activation through the bacterial components from bacteria coming through and leading to immune activation, food proteins coming through and activating an immunological reaction, and that ramps up inflammation throughout the body. And that inflammation in the body, that inflammation can also go to the brain. There is a really strong gut-brain connection through this immunological response, but also through the vagus. The vagus is a brainstem nerve coming down to the gut and sampling what's in the gut, and that can communicate back to the brain in inflammatory response. So we need to recognize that this underlying issue of systemic inflammation and brain inflammation with brain fog and mood dysregulation and insomnia could all go back to a leaky gut, and that leaky gut could go back to a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. All these things need to be looked at and put together by a doctor of functional medicine, and that's what we do here. We can do it. We've done it with thousands of individuals. We can do it for you. So if you have symptoms that could be related to SIBO and then leaky gut and systemic inflammation and then maybe brain inflammation, give us a call. 763 862-7100. That would be fantastic. We'll set up a free consultation. We hope to see you in here at our clinic.